Hello, everybody. This is Herman Dolce, aka the Haitian CEO, and welcome to another episode of the Execute podcast with an amazing guest, Coach Hardaway. It is good to see you.
My
Listen,
man, great seeing
I'm
you
not
as
going to
well.
do too much of a long intro. Penny Hardaway, NBA legend. Now you're a coach of a D1 school. You're a busy man. I want to talk to you real quick. I want to get right into it, bro. Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes, Allen Iverson, good friends of mine. I want to talk about the brotherhood of the NBA. I think it's still a couple thousand people that's ever played in this league, bro. I want to talk about your experience at the brotherhood of being a retired player, of what that is like, keeping in touch with all the old folks and talking about the good memories, what it used to be like playing ball.
Yeah, I think that that brotherhood is strong because we all identify with a majority of us through poverty and how we grew up and how we were so thankful to come from an adverse situation
Yeah.
and make it. I think that you root for guys that have gone through that same struggle. I had a struggle growing up,
Yeah.
and I feel that struggle from a lot of the guys that are in the fraternity and the brotherhood. And we just support one another, man, because we knew we all had to work our butts off to get to where we were going with the blessings of God.
I love it. Memphis University, that's where you went. I know it's kind of an honor to now coach the team there. How'd that happen? How'd that fall into your lap?
That's all God again, because I wasn't expecting to coach. It just kind of fell into my lap because of a situation that happened maybe 7 years earlier.
Yeah.
Friend of mine, colon cancer. I had to help him coach a middle school in my neighborhood. So I joined that group, and the group that he had, I stayed with those kids until they left high school. And a few came to college with me, and that's really the main reason why I stayed into basketball. And at the time, my alma mater needed my help, and I was ready to do so. So it's been pretty cool, man, because it's like I didn't expect it, but it's been a great experience.
Sometimes the best blessings are. So I'm 44 years old, so I watched the league when it was you and Shaq and Jordan and Pippen and Starks and Ewing. And some people say that was the golden age. What do you feel about the product of the NBA right now? What do you think about the league right now versus when you used to play?
Yeah, I think the league is in great hands, man. I'm a huge basketball fan. Obviously, things have changed a lot with the three-point line and how it just jumped from not a lot of mid-range shots, even though Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's SGA brought it back.
Yeah, he did.
His mid-range is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And a lot of other guys, even Halliburton and Jason Tatum and all those guys, they shoot the mid-range. But it's changed so much, but the game is in great hands. Where it is where it needs to be. It's exciting, it's fast, it's dynamic, all those words that fans get excited to go to the games and watch.
Watching it this season, I know it wasn't just me. Like, I enjoyed the super team era. I enjoyed it for the 10 years that it happened. But this was the first season in a long time where I think everybody could agree we didn't know who was going to win. Like, this was just exciting playoff basketball to watch. Did you enjoy it this year?
I really enjoyed having the teams back because when I played, like you said, the golden era, teams. You still had stars, but it was mostly, you knew the entire team, right?
Yeah.
So this year, there was a little, I say bumps in the road with injuries when playoffs started with Cleveland, with Boston. I'm forgetting someone else, but I don't forget someone else. But those teams probably would have made this differently, but they were teams. And OKC stood strong the entire season. But it was great to see all of these. Even Golden State came back this year, with the vengeance and tried to make things work with getting Jimmy Butler. So, yeah, it's fun for me to watch the team era again instead of the super team era.
Right. As a former player, is it me or the injuries now are more devastating than they were before? Like, have you ever seen anything like this before?
You're talking to a guy that had knee injuries, but I had different types of knee injuries.
Right.
I never had an Achilles, never had an ACL. It is hard to watch because every time that happens to one of our stars, it crushes me because I know exactly how that feels. And I'm really close with Jason Tatum. So to watch him go down, I knew exactly what it was. To see him bawling out, crying because he understood the magnitude of what was going on. It's not only him, but Damian Lillard and Tyrese Halliburton and those guys. It's just really weird seeing all these injuries because we've had them.
We've had them before.
They happen,
in the past,
but not to the major stars as much as it's happening in today's time.
Okay. Do you think diet? Do you think the season is too long? What do you think is causing this?
That I really don't know. you got so many different theories out there with dehydration,
Yeah.
with low cut shoes, not wearing shoes that are protective. I mean, it's so many different theories out there. But for me, it's a part of the game. It's just unfortunate that its majority seems like Achilles.
Your mindset when you got injured, we seen Kobe come back, and I know you're talking to Jason Tatum. What do you tell him? What advice do you give to an athlete at that level with their mind in terms of getting back to the game and giving us a good product?
Yeah, well, the one thing I told Jason is to take this as if God is talking to you and speaking to you. Maybe it's rest, maybe it's spending more time with family, maybe it's redirecting something in your life that he wanted you to calm down and watch. It's a hard lesson because you don't want to be injured to get that lesson. But I just told him to just thank God for, having the opportunity to still be a part of it. It's not the end of his career. It's just take it and use it as motivation, obviously, and find a message in the injury. Because to me, when things happen, I go, what's the message in this? Why is this happening right now? Is it that I need more rest? Is it that I need to get closer to you, God? Whatever it is, just find that message.
The young cats that are in the league right now, right? If you was a coach or you're closer in the NBA and you see what you see in terms of the money, the lifestyle, and you're OG right now, what advice would you give like a Wemby or these young kids that are coming up in the league right now?
Yeah, the one thing I did learn is when we were the young guys, the old guys would talk to us about, not spending money on unnecessary things, not being crazy with your cash, being smart, and then guys just kind of ignored that, like, well, I'm going to be in the league forever, and it's just going to happen the way I want it to happen. But what I would say to the younger guys is invest, be smart, think about generations, because we weren't thinking about generations.
Not at all, yeah.
Think about generations. You're probably the first millionaire in your family majority of the time.
Yeah.
And how long do you want that money to last? You want that to go through generations. So when you start thinking of it that way, put your money in a budget to where you can have your fun. But then also have your money to where when you retire, you never know when that's going to be, that you can build something on your family name and be able to give it to generations upon generations.
When it comes to the business of basketball, like we got 18, 19-year-olds, bro, right now. They're getting 20, 30 easily. With the business of basketball, is it the NBA's responsibility, the player's responsibility, the agent, family? Whose responsibility is it to guide a teenager who's getting this type of money?
I really think it's your village.
Okay.
Your family, your agent, the money manager, friends. Everybody needs to understand the magnitude of what's going on and act accordingly. We can ball out for a minute, but we can't ball out all year. I mean, the money is ridiculous now, but so expenses are getting higher as well.
Yeah, everything's more money.
And I think it's everybody's job that's in that circle. NBA is going to give some classes. They'll have guys that were former guys that might have had tragedies with finances or had some problems to come in and say, hey, don't be me. But again, the kid looks at him and goes, or the young man goes, that's not going to be me.
It's not going to be me.
And that's unfortunate because that message needs to be heard. It needs to be talked about and it needs to be heard because I'm going to give you my experience so it doesn't happen to you.
Yeah.
Or I'll give you this knowledge. Put it wherever you want, but at least you'll know.
Right.
But I really think the closer people, the people that have been close to that athlete or that player forever can say, okay, we're going to budget this thing out and not get crazy so that you'll have some money when you get older.
What do you miss most about the game?
I miss the competitive side of the game. Just getting ready for a game, the preparation of going to war. I really miss that. And I miss the playoffs. The playoffs was so much fun because you knew everyone around the world was watching.
That's exciting.
They don't really watch the regular season like that, but when the playoffs happen.
Yeah, bro. Like I think I start watching after All-Star because I'm like, all right, let me lock in. Like, let me see who's doing what.
Yeah.
Let's transition into coaching.
Yeah.
What is it like being leaders of young men and building them up? Because I know in coaching, it's not just basketball at that level. What has that journey been like for you?
It's been an incredible journey because you're more than a coach. You're a father figure. If you take this thing seriously, you're a consultant, you're a counselor, you're a friend, you're a father figure, you're a coach, you're whatever you need to be to help this young man get through his journey on and off the court. And I take that very seriously because I understand the hurdles that this young man is going to have to go through and all the unseen and seen things that are going to be coming at him. And it's my job to just give him all the nuggets while he's with me.
Is recruiting hard for you?
I can say I've been blessed enough to say that recruiting wasn't hard for me. The message that I had about getting to the league, it resonated with a lot of players. They wanted that, so they came and played for me at Memphis.
I love it. I love it. What's the best part of being a coach at your alma mater?
The best part of being a coach at my alma mater is giving back to my community. You know, it's come full circle for me to be a player there and now be a coach. I think that's pretty cool.
We'll get back to the episode real quick, but I had a quick announcement to tell you. I just wanted to tell you about Bella Sloan Academy, one of the most amazing mentorships on the internet. In this mentorship, guys, you need your credit fixed, you need funding for your business, you need some direction on how to market your business, how to save your business, what to invest in. This is the place to be with like-minded people just like you, and it's only $50 a month. And we meet every single Wednesday night, rain, sleet, or snow. I want to meet you on our call. We meet at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we have the best coaches to show you how to get into real estate, how to market your business, how to use AI to upgrade your business. And we got to show you how to protect your assets, so you know we got our trust lawyers on the call too. If you want to join this amazing private group for only $50 a month, I want you to go to the link in the YouTube description and tap on it for only $50, Bella Sloan Academy. All right, guys, let's get back to this episode. It's pretty good.
I love it. I love it. Has NIL, or the money that's going now into NCAA, has it changed your job? Has it changed the game, the Division I game right now? What have you seen in the past couple of years?
It's changed both. It's changed my job because now it's transactional. It's not about relationships. I'm a relationship guy, so I'll make the relationship after I get the young man instead of building that relationship all the way up. Because you used to have to recruit a young man a year.
Yeah.
You know, to show interest, go to the
Gotcha.
games and all that. Now, it's basically how much money you have for me and what platform do you have for me. So that's very different. And then from the player's perspective, you go from struggling and not getting any money
Yeah.
to getting anywhere between $500,000 to $1 million, living in a $5,000 a month apartment, driving a Mercedes or a Tesla or
Yeah.
and you lose a game now. How much does that really mean to you when you have $1 million in the bank, going back to a fully furnished apartment on the water, on the river, wherever, and you're driving a $80,000 to $100,000 car?
Got it. Has that pivot been harder for you to guide and teach and coach?
It has been hard for me because I try not to say you're paid athletes now. You're gonna be pushed harder because now when you're getting that much money, the expectations, the accountability, and everything is more. So that's what comes along with the money.
Not to put you on the spot, do you think that they deserve the money?
Yeah,
Like student athletes deserve to get paid?
I think that they do. You know,
Okay.
because I'd be lying. You know, if I was coming out of high school and they would offer me millions of dollars and not take it or negotiate to get more.
Right.
The one thing I do think we need is a cap. I do think we need a cap. We do. I think they deserve the money, but we need a cap. Because right now, guys are going from school to school to school.
Jumping
And I
around.
think there needs to be at least a 2-year contract.
Okay.
I mean, I get it. I'm not,
That's an interesting
again,
perspective, yeah.
I just really feel that because that gives the fans an opportunity to learn the guys more. That gives the young men 2 years at an institution that you're saying, hey, I'm going to commit to 2 years. And that's saying a lot, right? Because it's a
Facts.
4-year institution.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give y'all everything I have for these couple of years instead of going, okay, I'm here for 1 year. I had the best time, but
Right.
such and such is going to offer me more. I'm out.
And it's about giving a good product too, and delivering a good product. So having them stay there a little bit longer does make sense. Are you? And I know this is a conflict of interest, but what do you think about players leaving early, like staying a year and then going pro?
It's changed a lot because now they're making more money staying in college.
Right.
You're not going to see many
I've
guys
heard it go
going
down
early.
a little bit. Yeah, I've heard it's gone down. Yeah.
Yeah, so the percentages have stopped because they're making more money. The guy that could possibly go early could get paid $2-3 million a year in college. He's not going to get that if he's not lottery, if he's not first round.
Okay.
So if you're not first round, you're coming back to school. So I'm not against it. If you feel like you can go, go. I do like that they give the opportunity to get to a deadline, and if you want to choose to stay, you can stay. You want to choose to come back, you can come back.
What's the hardest thing about coaching young men?
Having them believe, because they really, the experience that has to be the best teacher for this era. You know, they get tired of hearing us say certain things. They think the way that they want to think. But I think the hardest thing is the discipline and accountability. We had that. Nowadays, these young men, they feel like, oh, you're old or you don't know what you're talking about. It's like that.
Oh my God. You're a man of faith. I'm a man of faith too. How has your relationship with Christ impact your job and your role?
Yeah, I think it's all. This entire thing was I was led to the University of Memphis by God. This is all God driven. It's His way of bringing me back. My career was shortened. I was one of the best players in the NBA, and then my career got shortened by injuries. That He wanted me here. So my faith every day is, is strong. The prayers that I have, I know why I'm here. I know that He wants me here, and I'm accepting all of that greatly and enjoying it in the process.
I know in this moment it's easy to say, right? Because we have the hindsight of 2020, like, I see. But during it, bro, like, what advice can you give to somebody who's going through, hey, I have an injury, hey, I lost my job, I don't really know God's plan right now? How do you get somebody through that? What advice would you give them?
I would tell them to trust God and never doubt. That's just my true feeling. Everybody's not as spiritual, but I do know that, if you are spiritual, then you need to understand that anything is possible through God.
Absolutely.
That's just the truth.
You got a golf tournament coming up. You've been doing every year. You're coaching. You're married. You're a dad. How do you balance all of it?
Again, it's just
And is there
having the
is there
faith.
balance?
There is balance.
Okay.
You have to have a healthy balance. It can't be too much of one or the other unless it's your job, because sometimes my job takes for me to do way more. But it's something that men have to do. We have to do what we have to do. There are no
Indeed.
excuses in that area. So to whom much is given, much is required. So the more money you make, the more responsibility you're going to have.
Right.
That's just how it works, right?
Right,
And then you as a family man, you have to be there for your family, and all of it is a blessing. And when you look at it as an opportunity, like my man Eric Thomas said, instead of an obligation,
Yeah.
then it marries together well.
That's facts. That's facts. What's the best part of being a father?
Just having someone that came from me, that I can mold and try to leave a legacy to. That's the biggest thing for me, is leaving a legacy for my children and having them be great people for the community. Good stewards of wanting to do. I want my kids to do for people, to be kind and do for others, and be happy when other people win. And I think you get blessed. You're a blessed individual when you can do that.
You can do that.
When it's not just about you, it's about all of us.
I know a lot of your players, they look at you as a father figure, right? Is there things that you take from coaching that you bring home to teach your kids, and vice versa? Did you take from being a parent to teach your athletes?
Yeah, I think that it all parallels sports and life. All the accountability, responsibility, ownership, all the toughness, the things, like you said, men have to do tough things. We can't bail, and I think that taking from the court home is basically saying, okay, I'm going to give you your space, but you know what you have to do. I'm not going to be on you all the time about what you already know what to do. You know how to act accordingly. You know how to handle yourself. You know how to be mannerable. You know how to be responsible. You know how to get up in the morning and go and do what you have to do.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be all over you. And then from home to the gym is, hey, man, I love you. I want to let you know I love you. I'm not your father, but I love you like you're one of my sons, because when I told you I wanted you to be here, I really meant that. It's not a one-year deal. It's a lifetime deal with me. And that's how I want them to feel.
I love it. I usually wrap up my podcast with the same question. I would love to ask you the same question. What does life look like in the next 10 years, Coach? What's the next goal? Because you've accomplished so much.
Yeah.
What's left for you to do?
To answer that question, I would love to be the narrator of that, but God is. I always say the same thing. I want to go to the NBA and I want to coach one day. But I go, what if that's not God's plan for me? So I'm just going to follow His footsteps. If that's the plan, I'm with it. I want to do that.
Yeah.
And if that's in God's plans, then that's definitely what I'm going to do.
Would that be difficult for your family situation, traveling so much?
No, it wouldn't be.
Okay.
Because, again, that's been my entire life. You know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
with me being a former player, being in that limelight, traveling all the time, it helps because you miss your family so much. When you finally get together, it's like a big deal.
It's a big deal.
You know, and the craziest thing about our sport, which is, I haven't looked at this percentage in a while, but have the highest divorce rate after retiring because now you have to be around so
Them
much.
all
But
the
it
time.
works.
Yeah.
It works when you're away, and when
Right,
you come
right.
back, it's just better. So to answer the first question was, I'll let God do that for me.
I love it. I love it. Coach, I really appreciate you
My
coming
man, I
and
appreciate
taking
you
some
too.
time. Ladies and gentlemen, Penny Hardaway, thank you for tuning in for another episode of the Execute Podcast. Haitian CEO, I'll talk to you soon.